Hey, good morning, everybody. What's up? What's going on? So I caught wind of an interesting conversation back and forth going on my favorite social media in the world, known as Google Plus. I decided to take that and kind of talk about it in this quick little video regarding an age-old thing that's just been going on for quite some time now, and that's everyone's want or need for some sort of all-in-one messenger for Google. And it's absolutely crazy on just how people are not like, there's so many different opinions, and it's really affecting how we're even able to get an all-in-one messenger. So for those of you guys who know, Google Hangouts was the answer to iMessenger. It was an all-in-one messenger that was able to do chat options. It had SMS support from your carrier. It had SMS support from Google Voice. It had video calling and all kinds of other stuff involved. And no one took a liking to it, really. I mean, mass majority of people thought it was ugly. They didn't work right. They just didn't like it. They didn't like it being pre-installed on Android smartphones, and so they always went with different options like WhatsApp or Go SMS or whatever, right? So Google decides to not really kill the project, but just kind of like not invest any more of its time in Hangouts. And then they developed Allo and Duo, and then the things that pretty much what they would say damaged Hangouts was not done with Allo and Duo, and people started criticizing Allo and Duo for that. They were like, "Oh, it doesn't have SMS support. It's not pre-installed," So everyone was getting mad. People tend to have a liking to Android Messenger, which is the SMS app that just all it does is SMS. So when people kind of criticize Google for it, and it's like, well, Google's feedback is from consumers out there. When they had an all-in-one messenger attempted, people didn't take a liking to it. People wanted the Android messaging app, the stock type SMS application, and so with that, they decided to keep Allo as just some sort of messaging chat type option without SMS support from the native carrier. And now people are upset, and they're like, well, they should put Allo and Duo together as one app, and it should have SMS support. Well, I mean, not to kind of be mean, but they kind of did that with Hangouts. I mean, if you really want Allo and Duo together, look no further than Hangouts, because that's exactly what it is. A lot of people are like, well, Google makes too many messaging apps, and yes, they've made too many messaging apps, but the reason for the multiple different ones is that they're trying to see which one that we gravitate to and like more. If a high percentage of Android-based users like a particular one, that's the one they're going to focus more on. So when people are just constantly going off on different forums and talking about messaging apps for Android, and they're like, they should put Allo and Duo together, what do I think is going to happen of all this? They're going to reinvest time back in Hangouts. They will probably reinvent Hangouts to being something that is similar to Allo and Duo and revamp it. If people don't really care too much for an all-in-one messenger, well, then they're just going to kind of like have those out there for users to use, but just kind of like dabble with them a little bit here and there, but nothing too serious. So if you want SMS support by your carrier on Allo, they'll probably implement that in the future. If not, if all you want is an all-in-one messaging app similar to what iMessenger is, look no further than Hangouts. So that's what I wanted to rant about a little bit, in this part in the morning. The second thing I want to talk about, and this is for all you Boost Mobile users out there, including myself, is that, did you guys see the countdown clock? There's a link that was shared to me by Joseph on Snapchat, so shout out to Joseph for kind of showing me that link. I didn't really know too much all about that. As far as what it signifies or what's happening on September 8th for Boost Mobile, there's not a lot that anyone who even knows about it can say. Obviously, it's tight-lipped by Sprint, so we're not able to just go out there and just give all that information out. Is it something mind-blowing? Well, that's subjective to the person who actually finds out what it is. But on September 8th, Boost Mobile is rolling out something that they are saying is pretty big. Big is also subjective on their end, so we really don't know if it's a price plan change up, or are they adding new features to to your unlimited plan, or is it, if it's a a series of devices coming out. No one can really say, but I can tell you guys right now, if you're on Boost Mobile, be expecting something to drop September 8th for Boost Mobile. You guys might be interested in that. And yeah, the clock is on Boost Mobile's website, so they're kind of teasing its countdown. It's got a nice little clock going on, tells you how many days is remaining, how many hours is remaining, minutes, etc. So yeah, you guys might want to look into that. You guys can try and Google it to see what's going on. There's articles that's talking about it, but they're talking about the clock. No one's really said anything exactly to what this is going to be. And if someone out there actually discovers what it's going to be and decides to share it, good on them for sharing the news. But I tried to see if there was anything on the internet that I could refer back to. So there was nothing, so I really can't say anything. But I can just say that September 8th is supposed to be something pretty cool for Boost Mobile. So just be on the lookout for that. And again, back to the main topic, all-in-one messaging. We've had it. We've had it for so long. We've had an all-in-one messenger for so long. That was called Google Hangouts. Nobody liked it based on the color or whatever, because I really don't think that anyone could really exactly say how it functioned was such a bad thing, because how it functioned just like a messenger app. If it was a little sluggish, yes, it could have been improved upon. They could have optimized it and polished it to be a lot better. But then again, there weren't enough people using it, so no one goes and fixes up an old restaurant that's kind of beat to hell if no one's actually going to come inside and sit down and eat. Kind of the same thing applies here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like to let me know. Again, I will talk to y'all in the next one. I'm Tito, and I'm out.